Hi guys, still got this Radio Shack Formula One racing car that I'm trying to get it to do figure eights. If you haven't seen the previous videos, it has a cam on the top here that turns. That pushes that lever backwards and forwards, and as you can see, that turns the steering. And what I'm trying to do is to get it to do a left turn followed by a right turn. And if we can get it to do 360 degrees left and then 360 degrees right, it should do a figure eight. Now we're up to, this will be video number 15 in the series, so this has been rambling on for quite a while, and I have so far failed to get a figure eight. I can get a rather nice, it looks a bit more like a flower. It does sort of this sort of thing around, and it ends up doing a big circle, much bigger than this, out in the car park. So it stays within a nice area, and it's doing loops in and out, but it isn't actually doing a figure of eight. Now, I've worked out that's because the speed of the cam turning is linked to the back wheels. It's a single gearbox with an output to there and an output to the axle. So I can't change the ratio of the number of turns there to the number of turns there. And watching it on full lock, so it's going as tight to the left as it can, it does about 2 revolutions, 2 circles for 1 revolution of that cam. So in theory, it should be able to do 1 left circle, and then the cam switches it to go to turn right, and it should do 1 right circle. You would think, but you can't actually go directly from left to right. You can go from right to left. When the cam is out as far as possible, it's going right. So at that point there, it's going right. It can then shoot straight in there, and it will be going left. So right to left is a straight drop like that. The spring on the steering pulls it into there. What you can't do is go straight back to right. If you had an arm pointing out at right angles there, all it will do is go on the side of there. It won't push it back. It will just lock solid. It won't go round. So you have to have a curve or a spiral. So that's what happens there. I'll just turn it on. It's noisy. Right, so that's left. It's going right. Left. Going right. Full right. Left. So if you could hear what I was saying over that. This is almost right. It almost does it, but not quite, so it drifts. Now, I've been trying to think of a way of changing the ratio of the number of turns that does compared to the number of turns of the wheel. And the only way to do that would be to actually take the gearbox apart and change the gearing. But I can change the distance it travels for each revolution of the wheel by making the wheels bigger. Now, I did have TPU tires on there to stop it slipping, but I've taken those off and I've made it about an extra 1.5 centimeters, 15 millimeters bigger diameter. If you do the maths on that, you will work out how much further it will travel for each revolution of the wheel. So what I'm hoping there is, because it's going further, it will go further around the circle for each revolution of the wheel. So even though we haven't changed the number of revolutions of the cam to the number of revolutions of the wheel, it will travel further. That's my theory. I expect if I take that off and go and get the other little cam I had that's just an arrow, we can try and work out how many turns it will do as it goes round. I'll go and get the arrow. Unfortunately, it might give you motion sickness watching it, because I'm going to have to move the camera around in a circle to try and follow it. But that doesn't actually move the lever in and out at all. It's on the minimum position, so it'll be going left, 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 left. Right, I don't really think that helped trying to watch what was going on there. We'll give it a try here with the cam, but there really isn't enough room for it. Yeah, we're still not there, are we? That was closer to a figure of 8, but still not quite there. I shall have to analyse that video and see whether we got more right or more left. This is far more complicated than you would think at first glance. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.